everybody. Welcome to the Viv's Retail Liquor Super Stocks here from Volusia Speedway Park. We got a marathon presenting to you tonight for 50 laps of distance. I'm your host, Blake Deppin, alongside with Jimmy Neese. Before we get too far in, let's go ahead and thank our sponsors. We got the Mid-South Dirt Slingers, the Dirt Slinger Wraps, our title sponsor, Viv's Retail Liquor, Team 126 Racing. We are on the Panda Nation iRacing Network, and this is the Northwestern Racing Association. I'm joined alongside Jimmy Neese. How are you doing tonight, Jimmy?
I am doing fantastic, Blake. How are you?
Good. We got to get this marathon rolling.
That's right.
We got 50 laps around here. That's going to take a while.
50 laps is going to take a couple minutes, but as luck would have it, we got a couple special guests that are watching the broadcast tonight.
Both of them?
Well, we got two that I would like to give a shout out to for always classing up the joint, and that's Viv from Viv's Retail Liquors and Terry Farness.
Well, Viv, I gotta say one thing. I do appreciate you calling me a dumbass. That makes my night. I just want to let you know that.
Hit the nail on the head with that, Viv. Nail on the head. From your mouth to God's ear.
Oh, you're such a jerk sometimes, Jimmy. Oh God, that's funny. And Terry, look at this. This is it. This is our sponsor screen. Let there be race cars. There you go.
I don't see Terry's name on the sponsor list.
Terry's not on the sponsor list, but he can see race cars now.
Well, yeah, but I mean, Terry's giving you hell like he's on the sponsor list, right?
Yeah, you.
I mean, shouldn't that be a rule that if you're going to run your suck pipe, you should at least be a sponsor of the league? Maybe.
I mean, heck, his own kid runs in here. He could be a sponsor just like that.
That's right. He should. Come on, Terry, get out the checkbook, show some love.
Oh God. Oh, if Viv hasn't fired us by the end of this, old Eddie will.
Yeah, right. Well, we told him we were going to talk some crap.
Yes, we did, didn't we?
Yep.
Oh, that's good. That is good.
And you, Blake, can you do a TV one of Billy Northcutt's car? Show off that wrap.
Oh, I think where is Billy?
He just pulled off the track.
Oh, there's Blake Northcutt. I can't get anything of him. Oh, no, we're qualifying right now.
Oh, is it qualifying?
Yep, just switched.
There's
Billy. We'll wait on Billy to come out.
There you go.
I'm picking my next dirt drift for my next race here. See how much more I can lose tonight. This has not turned out well for me, in case you were wondering.
Well, that shocks me a little bit because you are the dirt track. You're the dirt track rain man.
Too.
Boy, Keith Hackney's wrap looks sharp tonight. He's got a good-looking car.
There's Billy. Let's get the TV one on him. That thing is beautiful.
Billy. Yes, it is.
Okay, let's get going to the most exciting here. How's our comment section looking over there in our
so far I'm only seeing one. Tommy Jordan just posted, "Let's get it, Cody Myers. I'm your #1 fan." So Cody Myers is getting some love.
Good for him.
Looks like we might have all 10 of the Scott Bloomquist drivers tonight.
Oh, imagine that. All 10 of them? Are you telling me they didn't bring out a backup car for any?
I don't think so. They must have done some fast work from the last race because that was a beating and banging, man.
That was a carnage fest in that thing.
Yes, it was. It's like I told Dale, it's like everybody was wrestling in a phone booth. They were just all over each other. Doing some dirty boxing. What are we getting here? What kind of quick time? Looks like Carl Kilgore. quick time with a 19.649. Keith Hackney in second with a 19.670. Johnny Ratley qualifying third with a 19.678. David Blackberg with a 19.684. So your top four are all right there together, turning some 19.6s.
I tell you what, this is a lot better than watching the national championship game right now.
Yeah?
Yeah, Alabama just scored again. Looks like you're going to be up 35-17, and they got 1 minute and 48 seconds left in the second quarter. Hell, maybe it's a good thing I'm
Wow.
broadcasting tonight instead of watching that game.
Cody Myers is popular, man. He's got another shout out from Lane Smith. I love you in all caps. Cody Myers, I'm your number one fan.
Good Lord.
Cody is feeling the love.
Earl over him like stink on you know what.
Yeah, white on rice.
There you go.
Old John Winkler just said, roll tide.
Oh my God, get him out. Get him out of the chat. Oh my. No, not Roll Tide. If I remember right, Roll Tide got beat the last time Ohio State played them. You give them the halftime and they'll come back. Actually, the last time I think Roll Tide was up 28-7 on Ohio State, and they came back to beat them, and eventually was the 2014-15 national champions. You give them time, buddy. Sorry, I gotta talk some shit.
Yeah.
I love my Buckeyes.
Old John's comment just got Blake triggered. Way to go, John.
That'll make for more excitement. Hopefully I can get my head out of my you-know-what so this doesn't look like my first night broadcasting like like the last race did.
Terry for the win. He said, well, I was just thinking about getting that checkbook out, but now I might to sponsor some new broadcasters. LOL.
Oh, Lord. Terry, yeah, that's a good one. I can't knock that. But, well, let me get to TV3 here, and we'll get the...
So we got front row on the pole, the number 121 of Carl Kilgore. Outside of Carl on row number 1 is the 210 of Jim Rivas.
Looks like the inside of
second row.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, Blake.
Looks like the inside of row number 2 is the 42 of Blake Northcutt. To the outside, the 19 of Dustin Hennigan.
Row number 3, the 22 machine of Joshua Thomas. Outside of Joshua, we've got the 12 of Gerald Miller.
On the inside of row number 4, looks to be Cody Ernest and Brandon Sirratt.
And our
I got this one. Starting last is Terry's boy, Dormy Dale Farness in the 27. I'm just kidding. I love Dale. Dale's a good kid. We have a good time with Dale on here. We like poking fun at Dale. He takes it well. He dishes it well too. Oh, I love Dale.
I like how you included Terry in that. Terry's son. Oh, Eddie says, "Oh damn, Uncle Terry coming in with the smoke."
Oh God.
We got other people fighting about who's Cody's number 1 fan.
Terry's actually going to whip out the checkbook for a new broadcaster after that one. Here we go through turns 3 and 4. Off of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Carl Kilgore getting out to the early race advantage. Looks like they got him 3 wide for the third spot already. Little contact between Gerald Miller and Blake Northcutt there.
It's getting a little deep in the chat. Now people are claiming that Cody Myers is the greatest of all time. I think they need to put down the crack pipe and step back for a minute.
Oh, God.
John Winkler said he's a Buckeye fan himself. Just wanted to give you some crap.
Oh, well, good for you, buddy. Go Bucks. OH.
That's one of my favorite pastimes, getting Blake to getting him triggered.
Oh man,
Looks like
it's something you got to experience in real life.
Looks like Jim Rivas is giving Carl a mirror right now. He is on him.
You know, when the dirt came out, Jim was one of the OGs. He was the Alex Bergeron of street stocks for a while, if I recall. He was one of the first well-known painters. Could build hella good setups for these street stocks. Won a lot of races. Still wins a lot of races and still good painting and setups.
So are you saying he's the OG?
He's one of the originals. Yep. He is one of the OGs. You know, out of all the guys you put on for this college football game, you put Chris Fowler and Kirk Herbstreit. Nothing better than that. Halfway to go here in heat race number 1. Are we going to put the wobbly and the blockade curse on them already?
No. We'll wait.
Not yet? Okay.
We'll wait. Not yet.
Man, at this
Looks
rate,
like
if I keep picking dirt Panda guys, I'm not going to have a job too much longer because every time I pick them, they keep wrecking.
It's okay. Terry's going to get us fired anyway. That's all right. But you know what I say, Blake? If we're going to go out, let's go out with the blaze of glory. So
yeah, that would be something. Oh God, have the league owner's uncle come kick us out. That'd be funny.
Right.
We got one to go here. Carl Kilgore is out front. Rivas looking to the inside. Hannigan running third. Blake Northcutt fourth, and Gerald Miller rounding out the top 5. Going down the backstretch through turn 3 and 4. It's a little longer of a 3 and 4 than Fairbury. Off at turn number 4. Heat race 1's going to go to Carl Kilgore. Second to Rivas. Third to Hennigan. Fourth to Northcutt. Fifth to Miller. Sixth to Thomas. Seventh to Ernest. Eighth to Dale Farness. Ninth to Brandon Sirratt. And 10th was supposed to go to Derek Fedkin here, but he did not grid up. We got row number 2. Look at this, man. Look who's starting on the pole of row number... look who's starting on the pole of heat race number 2 here.
Who we got here? Let's see.
That's your boy.
2. Oh, starting on the outside?
No, starting first on the pole.
Oh, David Blackberg.
Yeah, he was your pick last week, I think, for hard charger at Lernerville.
Uh-huh. Yep.
And that didn't work out well, so don't pick him to win this heat. You want to start with row 1, or do you want me to start with row 1?
You go right ahead, Blake. I was looking at a comment that just came in. We will talk about it after we introduce. Go ahead.
On the pole here, heat race number 2 is going to be the 16 of David Blackberg. Starting second, and just apparently waking up from a nap, is the 2 machine of Jamie Massey.
Row number 2, the 55 of Cruz Cottle. Outside of Cruz is the 055 of Cody Myers, who's really popular in the chat tonight.
On the inside of row number 2, or row number 3 rather, is the one of Alex Brewer, and looks to the outside. Is that the 14? Looks like Joseph DeBoer.
Yeah. Row number 4 is the 28 machine of Bailey Hipp. Outside of Bailey is the 51 of old Terrell Payne.
And on the tail will be the 110 of Franklin Minik. Franklin Minik in the 110.
So we've had, I think somebody's getting ready to jerk a knot in her tail. Susan Farness said, "League owner's mama watching closely," with the crying, laughing face.
Oh boy!
So,
I think
that might mean mind your P's and Q's, boys. Although Tommy Jordan says, "Be quiet, Karen," and I don't know if Tommy's going after Susan Farness or if that's a comment towards Lane Smith.
I don't know, man. That's more entertaining than the race we got going on. Here we go down into turn 1 and 2. Blackberg out front. Jamie Massey looking to the outside, trying to take the lead. We got Caudill and Cody Myers battling side by side. Here comes Massey with a little door bang to the inside.
They are trading some paint right there. Gave him a little love tap from behind.
I know who would be proud of that one. Looks like Cody Myers is going to get ran high by the 1 of Alex Brewer. We got 4 cars under a blanket. Old Terrell Payne, Bailey Hipp, Alex Brewer, and Cody Myers. Blackberg not going away. He's looking to the inside of Jamie Massey in that 2 machine.
Yes, he is. He made it stick. Which 55 is that in third, Blake?
That's Cruz Caudell.
Cruz Caudell, okay.
Uh-oh, my Facebook Messenger's blowing up. This might not be good.
probably your termination notice. Old Blackberg is staying all over the back end of Massey. He
He
is
sure
right with
is.
him.
And Cruz is catching up to him. No, it wasn't my terms of endearment. Halfway in, halfway to go here in heat race number 2.
I'm scared to ask what that even means.
What, terms of endearment?
So, John, it's not a stupid question. The difference is the pure stocks earlier were a fixed setup. That means every driver runs the same setup, which is usually the iRacing setup for that particular track. The super stocks is the open setup. These are setups that these guys have built and tweaked themselves. Blake, you could answer this probably. Is there, there's so many setup shops opening. Is there anybody who's putting out some street stock setups?
Yeah, one on the hot market right now, and I just have to say this because I know this person very well. I kind of hate to say it because I got away from him and I really don't want to go back to him. Is our Rocket Racing? They just picked up Shane Yates. Shane's a good buddy of mine here on iRacing. He'll put out some good setups.
So is Shane doing the setups for Rocket?
From what I've heard, yes. Ryko, maybe? The best thing I can tell anybody who's interested in getting setups or trying to build them your own is quite honestly build your own. It took me a while to figure that out. I got a lot of money spent on setups that don't drive worth a damn for my driving style. As we talked about earlier in the previous race, I like a particularly tight car, and I haven't found a setup builder that likes them as tight as I do or drive as well as mine do, or as some that you understand what I'm saying, like setups I make fit my driving style, where the setups I'm getting from Rocket or Ryko or pay to win or whatever the hell it's called, their setup's so different compared to what mine is. Do they work? Am I fast in them? Yeah. But is it something I want to run for 50 laps? No. So I guess the best advice I can give you is spend an hour, no more, because you get bored. Spend an hour, focus really hard on one thing, and then once you figure out where you want it at, go on to the next thing. You got to go adjustment by adjustment by adjustment. If you start throwing the kitchen sink at it, you're not going to know what does what. That's the best advice I can give you. But out of everything that those setup shops have, to me it is absolutely worth the money to get a what is it called, a setup guide. It tells you what to do if the car feels loose or tight. To me, that's great knowledge. That's something you might not think about in the given moment. So that way you're not going blind to the wolf. That is one thing I wouldn't mind spending the money for. But as far as individual setups go, if you're in a pinch, go ahead and go for it. But I wouldn't be buying season passes to individual setup shops. That's my opinion. But
all I want to know is how to get more traction. I need that extra grip.
Yeah, that all comes down to your ride heights and shit. To be honest, I haven't found it out yet either. So we're all in the same boat.
Well, Hackney got a great jump on that start.
Hackney did a paint job change on us, didn't he? What a jerk.
Yeah, that's a sharp car.
What a jerk.
Super sharp car.
Everybody likes screwing with the colorblind person here. That's not fun.
Looks like Hargreaves and Northcutt almost get together going through 3 and 4.
Yeah, they'll beat and bang on each other too. Oh boy, they're 3 wide.
Tell you what, here comes Eddie.
He'll slide right in there. Who is that blue and white car there? Well, that's Peacock. That is Josh Peacock. Where's Bill Miller? Is he in this heat? He was the underdog last week. Was that the open race he won?
Don't know.
I think it was. I think it was the open street.
Lernerville was the open one.
That's awesome, and he beat Josh Peacock. Josh is pretty good here. He's another OG.
Keith Hackney's looking real good out front.
How many transfer here? 3?
3, taking the top 3.
We got a battle for that final transfer spot here. Farness looking in the inside of Billy Northcutt. I wonder if Billy got my words of endearment to start before we started this race, but halfway in, halfway to go.
Looks like Eddie Farness is trying to make her stick on the bottom. Peacock's got a heck of a run down the backstretch. Man, Hackney and Hargreaves look like they're on a rail right now.
Yeah, they're in a league of their own.
Be.
I tell you what, Will's had some bad luck here recently. I know the first night out in for the Dirt Panda, which this was like back in August, but Hargreaves set quick time, was on the pole of his heat, won his heat, started on the pole of the feature, led 28 of the 30 laps, and going into one, they had a late race restart, and William had no sound in his headset the whole feature. No sound at all. Oh,
wow. That's tough. That makes it tough.
Going into one, I think he checked up a bit too much, or another car I'm not going to mention by name drove it in a tad hard, and it spun him. Ended up finishing last.
Wasn't Block A Depanay, was it?
Nope, I was broadcasting it.
Oh, okay.
Down the backstretch, through turns 3 and 4, off of turn number 4. Give it to the 69K of Keith Hackney. Will Hargreaves will take second. Billy Northcutt's going to hold on to the third and final transfer spot. Josh Peacock, Eddie Farness, Christopher Show, Corey Alston. What heat was that? That was 3. Joshua Dennison and Jonathan Adkins all move into a Conti later on this evening. Actually, no, it was another 21 car.
Ooh, this is going to be a good one. Front row.
And we got 2 Scott Bloomquist in this one.
We had 2 in the last one, too.
Did we?
Look at the front row here. We got the pole position, the number 1 car of Johnny Ratley. Outside of Johnny is the number 11 car, Kyle Moyer.
On the inside of row number 2, in the 37 is going to be Brandon Marlowe. Just outside is the 14 of Taylor Frost.
Row number 3, the 71 of Dan Stifler. Outside of Dan is the 08 machine of Jesse Osborne.
On the inside of row number 4 is the 69 rather, of David Brewer. It is outside 99 of Travis Bertzer.
And it looks like starting last, all by his lonesome, is the
Scott Bloomquist
of Jesse Oak.
Oh, man. You know, I saw.
You know what I'm calling? So I'm calling these car numbers out based off the grid results. You know,
and they don't match.
Yeah, so I'm calling out people on the broadcast. Probably think I'm drunk right now.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. I saw a pretty cool video the other day of Bloomquist raffling off one of his Team Zero race cars, and this kid that was probably 12 years old got his grandmother to put one ticket in on the final day that those tickets were drawn, and his ticket got pulled. And Bloomquist made a phone call to him. It was pretty badass to watch because it even had Bloomquist in tears because the kid was so excited.
How much were the tickets?
I think $50.
And he won a late model race car?
Won a brand new 2021 Team Zero race car, race ready.
Wow, holy smokes.
And apparently the kid was running 602 crate late models.
So, boy, he's going to take a step up, isn't he?
He'll
Looks
have
like Moyer's making a move on Ratley here.
Yeah, peeking the inside, but that kid's going to have a good car for the next 5 years if he keeps running crate cars.
Yeah, no kidding. No, heck, the engine alone in that thing. Gee
well, I can't remember if it was race ready or if it was a complete roller minus the engine.
Oh, okay.
But
gotcha.
Regardless, it was a brand new Team Zero car that had never been raced.
So I got an interesting text yesterday out of the blue from my best friend growing up from childhood. He sends me a text of an old modified in the weeds that he just bought for $100. He saw from the side of the road.
Oh, wow.
He ended up buying it. I'm like, what are you going to do with that thing? I thought maybe he's going to do a B-mod. He's actually I'm going to design a wrap for him. He's going to put a wrap on it and park it out by his warehouse out by the road to advertise our local track.
Oh, that's pretty cool, too.
Yeah. I told him it'd be neat if we could get it up on some telephone poles, get it up in the air.
There you go. You're going to think I'm crazy, but I have a great uncle that put a Volkswagen Bug out in his front yard on a telephone pole.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's cool. Where at? They're in Ohio?
Yeah, just out in the middle of wonderful BFE, Ohio.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
It gives it character.
Sure does. The best part is that's where my great grandmother used to live and raised all her kids. So it's pretty cool to drive by. At least I know where I'm at.
Yeah, right? Wonder how many people reference that in giving directions.
Oh, everybody. It's funny.
Yeah.
I talk to people all over, and they're like, "Yeah, you know where that house is that has the Volkswagen on the pole?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's my great uncle." He's like, "Oh," and I'm like, "Yeah." We got one to go here. Got a little sidetracked there. One to go for the number one car, Johnny Ratley, who's going to finish first in this. So do you like how I did that?
Yeah, I do. That was awesome.
And better yet, the guy in second, one to go here, who's going to finish second with double number ones on his door, Kyle Moyer. Off at turn number 4, Johnny Ratley's going to pick up heat race number 4. Kyle Moyer second, Taylor Frost third, Dan Stifler fourth. Wait for my ticker to update. Fifth to Brandon Marlowe, sixth David Brewer, seventh to Jesse Osborne, eighth to Scott Bloomquist, and ninth also to Scott Bloomquist. Up next, heat race number 5. Just kidding. That was Jesse Hoke and Travis Pertzer.
So our fifth and final heat, driver of the 14 car, Brandon Minik, is going to start on the pole outside of Brandon as the 04 of Kalvin Brooks.
On the inside of row number 2 is going to be the 29 of Lane Phillips. And to the outside, the 101 of Josh Helms.
Row number 3, the 5 machine of Thomas Suttles. Outside of row number 3, you've got the 00 of Sean Hayes.
Looks like Suttles didn't grid. Looks like Brennan Weeks is going to move up into the 5th spot. So now starting 7th, looks like it's going to be the 8 of Osborne. And his outside, starting 8th, is going to be Jeremy Vaughn.
And then, who's our last? Yeah, Jeremy's the last one, right?
Jeremy. Oh, where's...
Who's outside of Jeremy?
Nobody, because
It's Bloomquist's car.
Jeremy's not on the
Weaver?
track. Oh, Jack Weaver's in there. Oh, yeah. Vaughn and then Weaver, yeah.
Yeah, Jeremy Vaughn.
Sean Hayes just stopped. Jack Weaver and Sean Hayes getting to I don't know. But actually, I forgot something else here, and I got to give this fella a shout out, because this is another Bill Miller situation. I told you guys that last week. I remember Bill Miller when he just got onto iRacing, and quite honestly, well, was he the fastest guy out there? Absolutely not. But neither was Jimmy and I when we started. Another guy that I've loved to watch progress is this 14 of Brandon Minik. He got hooked up with HNL and Jamie Massey there, and they made him a hell of a lot faster. And now do you see that sponsor on his quarter panel there, Jimmy?
Who is it? I can't read it.
That's another Rocket Racing car.
Oh, okay.
So it's pretty cool watching these guys that I broadcasted way back in the day at my ISBC days finally starting to get a handle on these and compete for race wins and such.
Who is in the H&L car?
H&L car. My guess is Lane
04?
Phillips. Oh, that's Kalvin Brooks.
Where's that?
That's Kalvin
okay.
Brooks. Yep. Calvin's another good dude. Calvin and Lane used to be teammates, and Brandon Minik. Those three out front all used to be teammates. But I told you this out at Terre Haute when we were doing that podcast. I have yet to meet a bad person on iRacing.
Come again? You're breaking up. I could have swore you just said you've never ran into a bad person on iRacing.
That is
Surely
it.
I didn't hear you just say that.
By bad person, I mean like a bad human being, not like a bad racer.
Yeah, I know. I'm teasing you. I am just teasing. Whoa, 4 wide coming down the front stretch.
Oh my
Holy
God.
smokes.
Yeah, everybody
Yeah,
up.
that.
Huh?
I was going to say that can be a little unnerving when you're 4 wide and your spotters telling you you're the meat in the sandwich. You're in the middle.
Especially here.
Yeah.
You have
This is the home of the net code.
You have no idea how many times I've came off at turn 4 and just freaking pile drive the right front into the front stretch wall. Uh-oh. Look at that. Look who's running 5th. Brennan Weeks knocking on the door
See
here.
him.
Are we going to have a 5 wide here before the end of this?
Woo!
I hope not. That's going to screw somebody over hard. Kalvin Brooks, new race leader. Brandon Minik back to 2nd. Are you still on Facebook by any chance?
Yes, I am.
The race is on, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
I'm just checking for Terry.
Yeah. Nope. We're good. Terry has calmed down. He's not yelling at us, so we're good there.
Oh, God. We got 1 to go here. Coming through turn 3 and 4. Off at turn number 4. Kalvin Brooks is going to pick up the race win. Brandon Minik 2nd. Josh Helms nosing out Lane Phillips. Uh-oh. Somebody wasn't happy. Or they were just messing around. One of the two. But,
Yeah.
looks like we got a D main, which I'm guessing is we're going to have 3 B mains, if that's correct.
3 B mains. They're taking 3 out of each B main, it looks like.
Got a lot of cars here. Hopefully we can get this thing rolling so I can get back to my Buckeye game. Man, I'm having like withdrawals and shit. And I'm keeping an eye on the Chili Bowl all at the same time. Man, I'm a good multitasker, Jimmy.
I wish I could have went to the Chili Bowl. I got a buddy that's down there right now. Jimmy, he's from Alabama. He goes every year and rents a house right there close to it, and they just have a ball. So he's invited me to go down with them some year.
That should be our Wolf Racing trip for next year.
Right? That'd be a good time. That,
Well,
and I want to make it St. Louis to the Gateway Nationals.
I heard something very interesting about the Gateway National Zone. I don't know how true this is. I heard that there is a slight possibility that who is the guy that Cody Summers? Is that what his name is? Sommers? Cody Somners.
I don't know.
He used to run Mansfield Speedway here in Mansfield, Ohio. Decided he didn't want to do that anymore, and is now like the vice president of racing operations for Team Zero.
Really? Wow.
Or co-president or co-owner or something like that. Scott Bloomquist and all that. He's also the one that promotes the Gateway Nationals. I have heard that the lease for that building that they ran the Gateway Nationals in was coming up, and they did not know if they were going to renew it or not.
Really?
I don't know what would happen to it or where it would go, but that's all hearsay, and Block A don't know everything. So
Well, you are the Rain Man, though, so
I know
I
know
like
a lot about a little.
if anybody's got their ear to the ground, it's old Block A. Here we go. Good start.
Old Block A Northcutt getting out to hell of a jump.
Yes, he did. Bringing Daniel Stifler right along with him.
Looks like Joseph DeBoer and Brennan Weeks. Those 4 cars slowly running away with it. Showa, Ernest, T-Rail, Adkins. Who else is back there? Ernest and Osborne all in the back half.
Looks like we got a Bloomquist. We got 2 Bloomquists on this one.
You know, it's. I think I touched on this briefly last week, but for those of you who do not know, old Blake Northcutt is a volunteer fireman. His hours that he's on iRacing is very slim, and I think it's pretty cool to watch him come back in and pick up right where he left off.
Old Brennan's fighting to get up there for that 3rd spot, isn't he?
He sure is. Brennan Weeks was kind of another one that I remember when all of us, I used to be tied into another league. Brennan was starting over there in that league and watching him progress nice as well. You remember those days, Jimmy?
No, I sure don't.
The days over in the Renegades?
Oh, okay. Yep.
I remember.
Gotcha.
I remember Weeks starting over there.
It's like Stifler's running the bottom. Might have a shot here. Take over P1 from Blake.
I think old T-Payne used the saying, 8 wheels are better than 4 there. Gave a nice...
Did he use somebody as a backstop?
Yeah, yes he sure did.
It's like Terrell's
Oh
on the
boy.
move.
Actually, it happened to be Jesse Osborne. He used his backboard.
Well, this is a good battle for first.
Yeah, these are 2 top-notch guys as well, Dan Stifler and Black A. Northcutt. Stifler from nearby Pennsylvania. And Blake from the middle of BFE, Kansas.
Oh, but Blake's down there by Viv's, though, right?
Yeah, he, if I remember right, I think they're right around the capital of Topeka somewhere. I know Blake and Billy are about 30-ish minutes apart from each other.
We got 2 to go, it looks like, and they are still battling. This entire race has been fantastic up front.
Looks like Sim Racing Apps disagrees with you. We got 3 to go. Coming to 2 to go.
Do we have 3 to go?
That's what it says. I got the 2 to go this time.
And just when you think they're going to create some separation, they've just pulled right back up on each other. Blake's making that high line work.
Old Payne running her deep in there on Showa. We got 1 to go here. White flag presented by Viv's Retail Liquor. Viv, if you're tuning down in there, thank you for everything you do for iRacing and the dirt street stocks here between a couple different leagues and myself. One of the reasons I got back into broadcasting after a little stint off. But Dan Stifler is going to pick up the race win. Well, Billy Northcutt finishing second. Brennan Weeks third. They will move on into tonight's 50-lap marathon. Justin DeBoer, Christopher Shaw, Terrell, Payne, Jesse Osborne, Cody Ernest, Jonathan Adkins, and Tommy Suttles. Well, load the trailer up and try again next week from wherever we're at.
I'll tell you what, like this NWRA, man, you move through these mains and you see all these fast names, and it's like it just doesn't get any easier as the night goes on.
Well, I don't know if I told you this or not. I tried to forget it, but last season I ran the open street stocks here with the NWRA. One of my first open street stock leagues I've ever really ran, you know. And I got my ass kicked night in, night out. I think I went like the first 5 weeks without making a feature, and they were only taking 20 cars.
Really?
Yeah, I was so mad. I was so aggravated. I didn't know what to do. That was part of the reason I wasn't going to run street stocks in NWRA, because quite honestly, this is a whole nother ballgame. Other than Dirt Panda Stock Car Association, partly because I'm employed by them, I have to say that. But other than those 2 leagues, I don't know if there's a more stout street stock league that I've seen, or that I know of, to be honest.
Dirt Kings has only had 1 week so far of their street stocks last week, and that was tough.
Yeah,
there's a lot of fast people there.
Had a lot of the same guys in here show up, which was nice to see.
Yeah, you can get humbled pretty quick when you come to run one of these league races with these fast guys. You're doing good. You're having a little bit of success. You think you might be competitive, and all of a sudden you figure out that
you go find
these boys are for real.
Yeah, you go find a league, and you'll figure out what real looks like real fast.
Yeah. And I always had people tell me, if you want to get faster, you just got to race. The more you race, the better you'll get. And once I started running in the leagues, I mean, my skill level, I'm still not very good, but my skill level got so much better, so much faster because of that good competition.
Looks like we're going to have Alex Brewer on the pole here. I think that was the 55, maybe, of Caudell starting second. Maybe?
No. Lane Phillips.
Oh,
29 of Lane Phillips. Yep. And you got Eddie right there in third. Here he comes. He's going to be on the move.
There's old Cody Myers there. Let's hear the Cody Myers gang down in the chat.
Right?
Yeah, get them all riled up again. Hey, there's only one Bloomquist car in this.
Josh Thomas is up in there. Here comes Eddie on the bottom. Making it work.
Right rear to left front. We always love that, don't we?
Yeah, pardon me, boys. I'm coming through.
Beep, 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 beep.
Hell of a run on the backstretch. Oh, Eddie is making it talk right now.
That old 350 small block Chevy motor's humming to him.
Yeah, it is. He's saying, watch me, Mom.
Yeah. So,
it's like, Mom's watching. Here I go.
Singing a good song right there. Still got him 3 wide for the race leader. This is the cool part about Volusia. Even when the middle slicks off, the middle's still there. Through 3 and 4, rather.
Yep.
1 and 2, you kind of just want to stay the hell out of it. But
here they go, 3 wide down the backstretch.
You know what I don't understand?
What's that?
Why can't Dirt Kings have a freaking consolation race run this clean?
Right?
Man.
And they got her.
I have to write some tips and tricks down for this.
Although last week I think you had to work on our street stock night, didn't you? It seemed like our street stocks went really smooth.
Street stocks also lasted 2.5 hours.
Well, we had so many people.
It wasn't that long. But that's a Cody.
It was what it was.
That's a Cody Sean's thank you to putting us at USA for the first night.
Eddie's slipping back a little bit. Back to third. See if he can make that bottom hold on.
Here comes Myers peeking around Josh Thomas. Coming to halfway right now. Halfway in, halfway to go here in our second B main.
Wonder if Eddie's going to change his lineup and jump up top.
I don't think he has to. Oh, there he goes.
There he goes. Yep. I figured he was because their guys on top were really starting to gain on him.
I tell you what, I sure didn't show it. I sure didn't show it last Thursday night, but one of my favorite cars to run here is a super late model, especially when it gets slick. The track widens out. You got 4 different lanes of racing around here.
You got to be light on the pedal.
Oh, no, you don't. No, you sure don't. Just put a 440 gear in it, and you'll be all right.
So one of the first races that I was really excited to make a good showing, it was the super late models at Lernerville. It was a league race. And we were being broadcasted by Checkers and Wreckers, and I was having a good night in the super late model. And
what league was this? Was this over in the Renegades?
Yeah. So I was having a good showing, good night, and I'm starting like 6th in the race, and I'm all pumped, you know. I'm like, man, I've got to get up on the wheel.
I think I got an idea how this ends up. First turn, first corner, you drive it off the top of the track.
Nope. Even worse than that.
You got wreck coming to the green?
6th starting position. I'm feeling good, up on the wheel, ready to go. Green flag drops. I hit the gas and loop that son of a gun right around in front of the entire field.
Oh, God.
I felt like an inch tall. I felt so bad. I felt so dumb.
We'll get back to a real racing story here in a second, but Alex Brewer taking that lead from Lane Phillips. We got a battle for the final transfer spot here going down the backstretch. Old Cody Myers giving it to him. Through 3 and 4, we got him 3 wide for the final transfer spot. Alex Brewer's going to pick up the race win. Phillips second and the final transfer. Give it to Cody Myers. 4th to Eddie Farness, 5th to Josh Thomas, 6th to David Brewer, 7th to Jeremy Vaughn.
And the Cody Myers fan club grows and grows.
8th to Josh Dennison, 9th to Travis Burtzer, in the final 10th spot to Brandon Sirratt. But anyhow, back to a real story. So this summer, I've talked to you about this.
So was my story not a real story, Blake?
I meant real. I meant like a real race story. You know what I meant.
Oh, gotcha.
But anyhow, so I've talked to you about this a lot. But last summer, I was working on a late model over at our local track. This guy was I was thankful enough that this guy actually let me work on his car, his garage and stuff during the week, and then we'd go race on the weekend. But we started. Oh, we made the redraw, and we were either going to start first or 12th, which the redraw was only for 12 spots, and hindsight was 2020 that night. Let me tell you, it was a good thing we started 12th. But the leader at the time, I can't even remember what his name is. Oh yeah, Rob Andersack. He starting second, got into the gas, went down into 1 and 2. He had that thing so far sideways in 2, he had his nose pointing at the flag stand. And I don't know how, but we came out of turn 2 all going straight. But it was looking to be the biggest CF I've ever seen at Attica Raceway Park in years.
So Brandon Minik, thank you, Brandon. Appreciate that, man. I don't know that what you said is a true statement, but we appreciate it. Brandon says, "I love watching this broadcast. You all the best announcers."
Well, thanks, Brandon. I'm glad to see you getting bigger and better opportunities here through iRacing. It's been a blast watching you get better. That's for damn sure. Good luck in the future, my man. There we go.
Josh Peacock gonna lead him down to the green.
I know my pick for this one, and that's Peacock by 2 seconds.
2 seconds?
Yeah.
Nah.
You heard me.
Not 2 seconds. Not 2 seconds. Gerald Miller says I'll be the judge of that as he pounds it.
You heard me. 2 seconds.
No, wrong. Here comes Dormy Dale. He's on the move up through the field.
Beep beep.
We need a soundboard, Blake, that plays that like an air horn.
What's that old horn from like I don't know, probably the 30s or 40s that they put on clown cars and shit.
Hey, were you talking about when you said 2 seconds? Was that metric by chance? Maybe a metric measurement of time? Because Gerald Miller is peeking to the inside for the lead.
Oh my god. Well, I didn't realize Bailey Hipp was in this, so I'm gonna have to rescind my
listen
seconds.
To you backtracking. You're backtracking way too hard.
No.
Oh, they're gonna go 3 wide for this. Nope, I thought he had the run. I thought he was gonna stick his nose up in there.
Well, I tell you what, there's two cars in this B main that would shove it 3 wide though. The guy doing it right now and the guy running in the 6th place.
I'll tell you what, this for the top 3 is going to be a hell of a finish. I can feel it. These guys are all close in speed. You got Dale back there. Who's Dale running with? One of the Bloomquists. Looks like they're on the move.
Looks like it's Jack Weaver. I moved Dale to 5th. He better unhook that plow. He's got to get around 2 more cars to make the show tonight.
Peacock just slid up and got out of shape a little bit.
I didn't say I didn't say 2 seconds. I meant to say 200ths of a second.
Oh, is that what it was?
No, that is not what it was. I absolutely said 2 seconds. Oh God.
That's the length. That's the length of your love life, isn't it? 2 seconds.
Yeah, no, you ain't
Holy cow, Miller! Here he comes. Miller's gonna.
Oh, Bailey Hipp and Peacock making some contact. Peacock's gonna pull the old crossover on him and give him the 8 wheels is better than 4 going down the backstretch. Little tap from Miller to Peacock. We got 4 to go this time by.
Wow. Oof. That was almost net code.
This is 12 wheels is better than 4.
Have an 18-wheeler if they keep it up.
I'll wait on Marlowe to get in here. He'll beat and bang like
Marlowe in the 37 car.
Yeah.
He's going to catch him if they keep racing.
They sure will.
Here he comes. He's got Peacock.
These things are a pain in the ass to set up.
Tell you what, some of these guys make it look easy.
This is one car I don't have a lick of clue on. I like to think I have a clue, but this is one of those I know a lot about nothing.
You don't know what you don't know yet.
I don't.
Looks like we're coming around to get the white flag this time by. Is that right, Blake?
Yep, we got one to go here. Presented by the wonderful Viv's Retail Liquor. I don't know, late models I can get a hand on. Sprint cars I know a little, not a whole bunch. And those big block modifieds, I like to think I know what I'm doing. I can make good handling race cars for myself. Out of turn 4, Bailey Hipp's going to pick up, what is this, B-main number 3? Yep, B-main number 3. Gerald Miller and Josh Peacock will move on into tonight's feature. Brandon Marlowe, Dale Farness, Jack Weaver, Corey Austin, Derek Fedkin here, Jesse Hoke, Franklin Monik, and Sean Hayes will come up just short. We got a 24 car feature coming up. We got a 3-minute warm up first. Let me go ahead and see what we got down in here. If we got anybody up here in the Discord, see if we can pull them in and hot mic them. We do not tonight.
Oh yeah, there you go. Let's you want to talk about the sponsors there, Blake?
Oh yeah, I should know better than that. Okay, we got the Mid-South Dirt Slingers. Dirt Slingers Wraps just came on board 10 hours ago. 10 and a half hours ago. For the division sponsor, the Pure Stocks, which is the race we just called at 8 o'clock and look like complete newbies. Viv's Retail Liquor, one of the best sponsors on iRacing, I must say. Team 126 Racing. We're on the Panda Nation iRacing network. And this is the Northwest Racing Association.
That is a cool logo, that Indian, the headdress with the skull.
Yeah, that's Mid-South Dirt Slingers. That's all your Scott Bloomquist cars.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's a very cool logo.
Every last one of them, all 10 of them.
And now, is that the Dirt Slinger? Is that Dirt Slinger Wraps the same? Is that the guy who's doing all the Bloomquist cars?
Well, it's not a single guy. So I just found this out the other day, and I think this is pretty cool. And this is what you and Phil and all them need to do. There is 3 or 4 painters that all work out of Dirt Slingers Wraps.
Okay.
So actually, let me go look at it right now. I can pull up their Discord channel. I know Bill Miller is the one that did all the Bloomquist wraps. Jonathan Wiley, Donnie Batiste, and I'm not quite sure who this other one is.
Those are the painters for Dirt Slinger?
Yeah, those are 3 of them. And then there's a 4th one. I'm not quite sure who that 4th one is because their Discord name, I can't make out to what their iRacing name is, but
Bob Bitchin.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, it's Bob Bitchin. That's who it is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You need to get together with like Phil and Wade Burris and Billy Northcutt, and there you go. That'd be a hell of a crew.
I don't have the time. I would hate to make the commitment because I just don't have the time. New grandbaby. He's going to be taking up some of my time.
I bet you're excited. I
am.
God, you're probably more excited than a 3-year-old in a candy shop. With unlimited money.
He showed up early, so I don't get to meet him yet. He's going to be in the hospital for another 3 weeks or so, but I don't get to meet him yet. But I get daily pictures and videos, and I'm already putting feelers out to get him a quarter midget. In 5 years from now, he'll be able to run here in Terre Haute at the quarter midget track. I've been checking into that, so.
Oh, Lord.
We'll see what happens. I got to be careful, though, because he's my first grandchild, but I don't want to set the precedent too high to where I won't be able to afford to do that for all the grandkids, you know? So there's a fine line that I'm trying to figure out.
All
right.
It's funny because when we all got together to go to Terre Haute, we were already calling you Grandpa regardless, and you didn't even have a grandchild at that point.
Yep. Well, he was in the oven. He was cooking.
Yeah.
All right, so we got on the pole for the feature.
Hang on 1 second. I need to go fart chase here so I can keep up with you. Okay.
The the 21 car of Carl Kilgore outside of Carl is the super fast number 2 of Jamie Massey.
On the inside of row number 2, we got the 69K of Keith Hackney. To his outside, the 1 car, the Rocket Man, Johnny Ratley.
Row number 3, we've got the 4 machine of Kalvin Brooks, and to the outside of Brooks, we've got the 210 of Jim Rivas.
On the inside of row number 4, looks to be the 11 of Kyle Moyer. It is outside the 71H of William Hargreaves.
Row number 5, we've got the 14 of Brandon Minik, and to the outside of Brandon, we've got the 19 of Dustin Hennigan.
We're all screwed up. Some guy didn't grid. We're all messed up. There's Billy Northcutt, and I think it's the 55 of Cody Myers, Josh Helms, and Taylor Frost, Alec Brewer, and Dan Stifler, Blake Northcutt, and Bailey Hipp, Gerald Miller, and Lane Phillips, 22 of Brennan Weeks, 55, that's Cody Myers, and the 61 of Peacock. Oh, Kalvin Brooks didn't grid up on the inside and had everything all crossed up.
All right, Blake, it is that time of the night. Who is your pick?
It's that time of night we get to screw somebody over. Johnny Ratley.
All right, I'm taking Jamie Massey. It was going to be either Jamie or Johnny for me.
Whichever one I didn't pick.
Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't know who you were going to pick, but those would have been my.
Here we go. Down into turn 1. Kilgore getting a fantastic jump. Massey looking strong to the outside of Hackney. Looks like Rivas putting a bumper to Ratley. They're going to send it 3 wide coming off of turn 2 down the backstretch into turn number 3.
Little bit of rubbing there towards the back. Not too terrible. Oh, got one around. Number 14 cars. Taylor, is that Taylor Frost?
Yep, it is. Let's see what I can find here. I should have got me something to drink during our last break. I might have to go do that. Looks like Frost and Hipp made a little contact.
Volusia is living up to its name. Netcode bad by about 2 feet.
You wanted the best, you got them 3 abreast and a frickin' netcode to cap it off.
Yep, that was a 71 machine. That was definitely a bad case of netcode.
I think that's the best rendition of Johnny Gibson's 4 wide salute for the World of Outlaws. You wanted the best, you got them 3 abreast and a frickin' netcode to cap it off.
Yeah, no kidding. And we were talking earlier for all the viewers. Blake and I were talking. We ran a league race here last night, and for some reason, there's something about Volusia that it will netcode worse than a lot of the other tracks. And that yellow right there was a perfect example. There was talking about, it's hard to say how many feet there was. It looked like 1.5 to 2 foot worth of space, and he got turned around.
You know, is it just me or do the half miles create more of an issue for netcode than anything else?
Could be, yeah, might be.
I mean, when you think about it, Eldora's not completely innocent out of that category.
And Knoxville.
Knoxville's pretty bad sometimes.
Yeah.
Charlotte's not a half mile, but Charlotte's usually not too bad. But like, I guess you just don't see it, like at Fairbury or Lima Land or.
Right. Yeah, you don't.
Or even Lanier. Lernerville can be bad at times too. We got them wrecked and stacked 12 rows deep, bumper to bumper, coming down the backstretch through turns 3 and 4, rolling through turns 3 and 4. Pace truck making a hard left turn down pit road. Here we go. Green flag is back out.
But Carl got a good jump there.
I think Massey got a good jump there because Ratley's nose was in his ass.
Saying, let's go, son.
I think Ratley was telling him to unhook the plow and let's get this show on the road. Which is what I'm saying, so I can go watch this frickin' Buckeye game. I love my Buckeyes.
We only got 45 laps to go, Blake.
I told Eddie before the race, I'm like, if it's anybody else, I'd just claim I had computer issues. I'd tell him send me the replay tomorrow. I'll get to it when I get to it. But
You
for
can't let Viv down like that.
no, Viv, no, and I wouldn't do that to Eddie either. Eddie and Dale are good people. But what I meant to say about my conversation with Eddie earlier today was, I'm like, we're not throwing cautions. If it turns into a demo derby, it turns into a demo derby. Let's go.
Oh shoot. Yeah, you would have some upset drivers.
I don't think upset is the right word for that, but yeah.
Well, that's interesting. It looks like the
Uh-oh.
guy.
Rivas and Johnny making contact. Oh, they're 4 wide going into 1.
It looks like nobody's wanting to take the top in 3 and 4. They're all staying low, and even guys are choosing to run through the slick rather than get up there. Looks like Ratley might keep his right rear on it. Nope. They're choosing to come down through the slick.
You know, one of the best people I've ever watched roll the bottom here has to be Dustin Benton. Dustin's not on iRacing at the given moment, but back when I used to run or call his leagues, him and Johnny Ratley were some of the best at rolling the bottom of 3 and 4 through here. No matter how close you think close is to the barrels, they found a way to get even closer without hitting them. Got fantastic racing all the way around.
Yeah, this has been really good. And that's good. They should be patient. They got plenty of 50-lap race. They got plenty of time left. Looks like Hargreaves is having a good run. Maybe getting that bad luck monkey off his back.
Jimmy, what's the longest dirt race that you've ever done? In the number of laps?
100 laps. It was a 100-lap enduro race. Knoxville, maybe?
Okay, how about one that wasn't an enduro?
Probably 60 laps.
I know my longest. Well, on dirt, my longest was a 100-lap limited race, an actual race at Fairbury. And I have never, ever felt more tired shutting my computer off after that one.
Wore you out?
Oh, I was done for, man. I finished third in that thing. To
Oh, wow.
out of Richard Murtaugh and Dylan Yeager. That was definitely one of my highlights of being on here. That wasn't too long ago. That was that was probably about a month ago. But pavement, I've ran 500 laps at Bristol and Martinsville.
Wow. How long did that take?
About 2.5, 3 hours.
That's crazy.
And I tell you what, I was more tired after the 100 laps at Fairbury than I was 500 at Martinsville.
Tell you what, those guys that run that Coca-Cola series,
Oh my lord! You know,
they're fun to watch.
I tell you what, and you might disagree with me on this because I know you don't. I know you don't like painting pavement cars, but if you want a true experience of how to learn how to set up a car and go through the trials and tribulations on iRacing, get into pavement.
I just don't enjoy it.
It is
I've tried.
in my honest opinion, to set a car up that's really good on pavement is way harder to do than dirt.
Well, yeah, look at all the different settings you've got on those cars.
Well, you got a lot of that in the late model too. I mean, you got your compression, your rebound, your spring perch, your ride heights, all that. All that can be changed. But when you start messing with track bars and spring rates and I did say track bar, wedge, all that stuff. Some of that you just don't think about on a dirt car. Some of that you don't have to think about on a dirt car.
Have you ever watched the guy on YouTube called Dirt Track Dave?
No, I have not.
He's got a late model setup channel on there. Super interesting guy, very knowledgeable, great teacher. Explains things really, really well. It's a good channel to check out. We got a comment from Craig Deacon. He says he misses Dustin when you were talking about Dustin Bennett.
Oh yeah, Dustin. I know Dustin and I butted heads quite a bit when I first met him. I was kind of a mouthy kid when I first got this thing, and I didn't take crap from nobody. But what I should have been doing was shutting the old suck pipe and listen to what he had to say.
Yep.
Sometimes I had a right to mouth up and say something, but more often than not, he was in the right and I was in the wrong. But I broadcasted his league for a couple months. All his races were either 50 or 60 laps, every one. So my days of 50 lap street stocks get to be pretty boring. But
looks like Hackney is taking a peek underneath the number 2 of Jamie Massey for second spot.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. The one person I'm a little surprised at out of this whole deal has to be that 21 machine of Jim Reeves.
Carl Kilgore? Oh, Jim Reeves. Okay.
I say that because I don't think he's been running too hot. At least in the leagues I've broadcasted, I don't think he's been running too hot lately. But all it takes is one good night to change a month.
Yep, it gives you some momentum, doesn't it?
Sure does. Let's take a gander back in the back of the pack here. Looks like Cody Meyer's working his way through there. God, he's putting on a hell of a show. Where's he at? Oh, or is that Caudell?
Caudell, the 55?
Yeah, the one running back there with Moyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Caudell.
Cruz.
There's old Billy back there. You know, there's not a better group of guys to shoot the bull with than anybody
Interesting.
than anybody on Dirt Panda. I tell you.
It's interesting, Blake. You look at these cars; they're running in groups. You got the first group, and then you got Hargreaves and Blackberg that are getting ready to join the first group. Then you go back a little bit, and you got a second cluster of cars, and you go back from there, and you got another cluster of cars.
And then you got another 2-car group, and then another cluster of 5. Yep. We're halfway in, halfway to go here in the 50-lap feature already.
Rivas and Hackney have been switching spots back and forth, peeking in underneath each other. And out front is still the Carl Kilgore show with Jamie Massey in second. I wonder, do you think they're...
Oh, here comes Rivas peeking in the inside of Hackney. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, you're fine. You're fine. What do you think they're doing right now? I mean, 50 laps is a long time to stay. You lose concentration, you start missing your lines. What do you think they're doing right now, Blake? Are they taking it easy, trying to stay focused? Do you think they're running balls to the wall the entire time?
I know. Well, it depends where I'm running at. Would be dependent on what I'm doing. If I'm out front, I'm shutting my mirror off and I'm concentrating. Every lap, I'm hitting my same marks. If I'm running second, I'm shutting the mirror off. I'm listening, and I'm going where Kilgore's not. If I'm third on back, it don't matter. I'm just going. I'm just balls to the wall, going where they're not. I'm not doing anything special.
It looks like I'm seeing on my monitor we might have. They're going to be catching a car. We're going to have a lap car here in a few laps.
Oh, that's really good. Who is that? Oh, Lane Phillips. That's not too often you see him going a lap down. Lane is or was another HNL car at one time. Man, when you look back at HNL, they had a freaking rock solid group. You had Jamie Massey, Keith Hackney, Carl Kilgore, Lane Phillips, Kalvin Brooks, Jacob Todd, Joey Durbin, and there's another Jared. I can't think of what his name was, but he podiumed in Dirt Panda one night. They got a lot of rock. They had a lot of rock solid drivers there, and Brandon Minik. I remember one night over at Dirt Panda, they had 8 out of the top 10 cars, I think.
Looks like who is that? Minik, maybe. Trying to
Come on,
find it.
Blackbird. Go, go, go. Up there making a move to the inside of Jim Rivas for third. He's a guy that had some shit luck last week. After the old
It's like
wobbly curse.
Minik is one of the few cars on the track that's keeping that right rear up in the tack. It doesn't look like he's getting that good of a run over everybody else who's down in the slick.
Yeah, this track must be taking some sort of rubber, maybe. It allows you to really be quick.
Well, it seems like they moved up off the wall a little bit, and it looks like Kilgore and Massey are staying in the slick most of the time.
Here comes Hargreaves, the inside of Hackney. Hackney slipping back just a little bit. You know, one of the first couple guys I met here on iRacing back when I was a privateer just running on my own was William Hargreaves. I met him in a street stock race at Williams Grove. And the very first thing he told me that I had to learn real fast was a word that started with a P and ended with an Asians.
Yeah, no kidding. I'll tell you what, Blake, if you can go to the in-car cam of Jim Rivas, you talk about he's going to do it again. You can't even fit a sheet of paper between him and the car in front of him, between him and Massey. He is all over the bumper.
Just look how close he is to Blackbird there. I mean, they're right on top of each other. We'll go into the blimp cam. Well, this is what I should have done a while back. Should have blimp cam around this place. You know, Volusia's in the shape of a D. In my opinion, that's probably one of the hardest configurations to race. You got Volusia and you got Wheatsport, and they're both in the shape of a D. And they're both pretty freaking difficult tracks to master.
They are.
One of the coolest parts, though, is being able to come off the bottom of turn 2 and have your nose pointed straight at the wall just to throw it hard back into 3.
It's like we're coming around on lap 40 this time by.
And we're going to have lap traffic here before this is all said and over. Lane Phillips just coming out of turn 2, and Kilgore's coming out of 2 right now.
So let me ask you this, Blake. Is Lane Phillips teammates with anybody in this top cluster?
I'm checking the... He's still got H&L on his car, so Jamie Massey.
So number 2. So this is where having a teammate that's getting ready to go lap down, does that help? Can he communicate with Jamie and say, hey, here's what I'm going to do, so Jamie will have that advantage that Carl potentially won't have of not knowing exactly what he's going to do? Not necessarily saying he's going to block. Just give him a heads up of, hey, here's what I'm getting ready to do. I'm going to go this way.
My opinion, yeah, I don't know. I guess the first thing that comes to my mind, Blackberg and Massey making some contact. But I guess the first thing that comes to my mind is let the guys running first through 6th battle it out themselves. I really wouldn't want to see lap traffic pan into this, especially if it benefits a teammate. But I don't know.
Blackberg got a hell of a run down the backstretch.
He sure did. Man, Blackberg's making a hell of a run tonight.
Yes, he is.
That's like the underdog.
That's good.
That is absolutely good. A nice boost of confidence.
Had some bad luck last week.
How's the comment section been over there? Has it been pretty quiet?
Yeah, it's been quiet.
Even from Terry?
Yeah, Terry hadn't said much. I think we lost Terry. Terry's probably 187 years old. He's probably already in bed, I'm guessing.
Oh, Jesus.
He probably couldn't make it up this late, you know?
No, Grandpa. If that's not the pot calling the kettle black, I don't know what is.
I know. I just like to talk shit to get people going. That's all. I'm just stirring the pot.
We got 5 laps to go. 5 phalanges in the air. We got an announcer that says that all the time, and I don't know if I like it or not.
5 phalanges in the air?
Yeah, 5 laps to go, 5 fingers.
So speaking of announcers, the announcer over here at Lincoln Park Speedway, there in Putnam County, he sounds like Donald Trump. One of the announcers does.
Oh, Lord. Oh, we got a yellow.
This is going to bunch it up.
Oh, look at that. Oh, boy.
What was it?
Johnny Ratley.
No kidding.
Oh, boy, that started a way back. Oh, dude, they were running 4 wide. Blake Northcutt, Bailey Hipp, Johnny Ratley, and Josh Helms. Bailey Hipp and Johnny Ratley made contact, and then Johnny kind of chopped the nose of Bailey Hipp, and then Johnny kind of slid up, got into the left rear of Josh Helms, and I think it was Alex Brewer had nowhere to go and ended up flipping. Uh-oh. I thought we were ready to see some real fireworks here. I thought our interviews were going to go to hell in a handbasket from Fairbury. I thought this was about to get even better. Looks like we're going to have 4 to go. All right, who's your pick now?
Oh, let me get back up there. I still think Massey's going to pull it out.
I would like to agree with you on that.
I think it could come down to the start. It could come down to this restart. If Blackburg and Massey get a good jump.
You know, this could... do you know who controls the utmost on this restart here?
What do you mean?
That 16 car, David Blackburg, has more control on this restart. Has just about as much control as that 21 car of Carl Kilgore. Here's why. You get down into 3 and 4, right when Kilgore is going to get on the gas. If you hit that car in second place, it kills everything he was going to have.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Here we go. Oh, boy, Massey was sleeping.
He was sleeping bad.
That was about like you the other night.
Yeah.
And there goes Revis, making contact with Blackburg. Oh! There's Moyer around. We got that one live. Hargreaves just coming down, chain reaction effect.
You get into Moyer.
Yeah, Moyer's been taking the... I know what Moyer's been getting tonight, and it's probably not necessarily TV or Facebook appropriate to say, but he's been getting screwed tonight.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, that makes it tough. But hats off to the guys who can get the short end of the stick like that and not lose their cool and ruin other people's nights.
Yeah, absolutely.
That takes some I don't know what the
class
right word is. Yeah, it takes some class to take a big old bite out of your shit sandwich and just keep it all to yourself and not, cause havoc for everybody else because you've been getting the short end of the stick.
I've also learned this through my time here on iRacing. Sometimes you get screwed, and sometimes you do the screwing. So.
Yep. You know what though? Anytime I've gotten into anybody, I genuinely feel bad.
Oh, I can't say that.
I do. I genuinely feel bad because I try so hard to drive everybody clean.
There's some I feel bad when I get into, like Eddie Farness or mostly anybody from Wolf except for Cody Shans. And some
I welcome that.
Exactly. Yeah. And there's some others I really don't like to get into just because that's not how they would run me. But like if one time's a fluke, the second time is a pattern. There is no coincidence when you get doored. The first time it is what it is. The second time, I'm giving it back. Here we go. Off of turn number 3 and 4. Kilgore back in the gas. Green flag is out.
Much better start by Massey that time. I think he was asleep on the last restart.
I would agree with you on that statement.
What do we got? 2 to go?
This is coming to white flag through 3 and 4 here. Off at turn number 4. White flag in the air for Carl Kilgore. Looks like Massey got loose there. We'll see if he's got anything for Kilgore this time around. Down through 3 and 4.
Carl's going to take the win.
Off at turn number 4. Kilgore is going to get the race win. Massey second, Blackburg third. Those three will be coming to Discord for post-race interviews momentarily. Jeremy Rivas wound out 4th, Keith Hackney 5th, Will Hargreaves 6th, Cruz Caudill 7th, Gerald Miller 8th, Brandon Minik 9th, Dustin Hennigan 10th, Josh Helms 11th, Bailey Hipp 12th, Johnny Ratley 13th, Billy Northcutt 14th. I'm going to be grounded from picking Dirt Panda cars to win features. Josh Peacock 15th, Taylor Frost 16th, Blake Northcutt 17th, Cody Myers 18th, Daniel Stifler 19th, Lane Phillips 20th, Kyle Moyer 21st, Alex Brewer 22nd, and rounding out your 23 card feature is Scott Bloomquist. Brennan Weeks, actually, but yeah. I got to give tough luck again tonight to Kyle Moyer. He definitely took the old shit sandwich twice tonight.
Yeah, he did. That's hard to do.
Our Charger tonight looks like plus 13. Old Gerald Miller. We'll get those guys into Discord here momentarily. Weird. Paying more attention to the freaking Ohio State game than when I am doing my job. Okay, we're going to go Blackburg first. Up first, we got the 16 here at David Blackburg. You got a copy, David?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, what a race for you tonight. You started 7th, finished 3rd. Last week at Lernerville, you didn't have very good luck. Talk about it.
Oh, man, it was a hell of a race. I had a blast at that. That was a great track to run on, very racy. Just had to be light on the throttle.
You were right on the back of Jamie Massey the whole race, and Massey's pretty fast around here, regardless of what he wants to say about him hating this place. But you were right there every step of the way. That's got to feel good, a good mode of confidence going into the rest of the season.
Yeah, I run with these guys quite a bit. I don't usually run this league or leagues he's running very often, but yeah, it's always fun running with Jamie. I felt like I was a little faster than him, but you know, it's just hard to get around people.
You got something for him, Jimmy?
No, I sure don't. Congratulations, David, on a great run.
Thank you.
Oh, but the caution game tonight, how did that pan into your efforts in trying to get around Massey or trying not to lose 3rd back to Bailey Hipp?
Well, cautions were, every time a caution would come out, I kind of get out of my groove. Them longer runs, I was getting in a good groove. The cautions were kind of killing me. It felt like every time I was getting a good run on the outside, it seemed like one would come out.
Well, man, congratulations on your 3rd place effort. Do you got any people or sponsors that you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I got to thank Team Dirt Warrior, first of all. I got to thank Eddie for putting this on. It's been pretty fun. I really got to thank him for letting me in there right at the end. Somebody dropped out. I thank you guys for the broadcast. I got to thank Alzado, Junk Fabrication, Blade Node. I'm sure I'm forgetting some. Big Designs. That's about it for now. I can't remember.
Alrighty, well, congratulations on your 3rd place effort, and can't wait to see you back here next Monday night.
All right, see you, man. Thanks.
Alrighty, that was the 16 of David Blackburg. Up next, we already talked to him once tonight. It's number 2 of Jamie Massey. You got a copy there, Jamie?
I got you, buddy.
Man, I tell you what, I don't think you have a bad track at this point. I know you don't like Volusia, but you still ended up 2nd.
Oh, I got lucky, qualified good. That heat race, outrunning David there was real key, man. You got to, like you said, you got to get in where you fit in. I've always said that. Tell my guys that all the time. You got to earn it in the heat race. People say they don't mean a lot. They're just a starting position, but these guys are too fast, man. we raced hard for that heat race, and he did too. I did. We both knew that that's a spot in the main event. You know what I'm saying? That's a row, 2 rows. So you gotta earn it in them early stages of the race, and then I mean he was way faster in the main event, no doubt in my mind. I was just holding on for everything I had, and it is what it is. We held him off. My teammate won, so good deal.
This track state was not necessarily different for Volusia, but maybe something we don't see all that often. Slick, pretty much top to bottom, and almost seemed like it was taking rubber, almost like people were driving through the slick, and the top really didn't come in.
Yeah, it was really rubbered up. We all kind of talked about it there before we went to the main and kind of knew what we were going to do, and as long as we were there, I just wanted to follow Carl, everywhere he went, and kind of just early in the race, I was a little faster than them, but like I said, I fell off. I got a little loose. I've never ran that setup before, so it was new to me. But it was really good. I mean, I'm really impressed with it, and I ain't never seen the racetrack do that either. That was unbelievable. The race we had, what is that? The All-Star, the race we had here when me and Carl ran first and second, kind of slicked off for Billy when we ran his wraps. This was similar to that, but this was just a track I've never experienced. I ran the middle of the whole race. I don't think I went anywhere else.
How did the caution game pan into your favor tonight? I know we had a couple towards the late going of it.
I didn't want to see that last one, or the one before the last one, because David had been beating my back bumper off, not rough, but just let me know, get the hell out of the way, and everything I could do to hold on, man. And I'd finally managed to put like a half a car in, and I was settled, for the end of the race. But that last caution, I was a little nervous, but we held on.
You got anything for him, Jimmy?
Yeah, so Jamie, during the race, we were checking out the in-car view from, I believe it was Rivas at the time, and he was all over your bumper. He was giving you a little bit of love coming out of the turns. Does that rattle you at all when somebody's just glued to your back bumper?
If you don't get a little nervous when Jim Rivas is on your back bumper, then you're insane. I mean, you're crazy. You're an animal, because that man right there has made, in all honesty, he has made me to strive to be the race car driver I am, because he is an absolute wheel man. And I knew I had to go. Hackney was hollering in Discord, Rivas is coming, you don't got to tell me that, because I know the man can wheel a race car. And yeah, he didn't shake me up, because we did this 1,000 times. I knew he wasn't going to wreck me. He was just telling me same thing David was telling me, get the hell out of the way. But
yeah,
they both know, they're going to have to move me in. If they would have, I wouldn't have said a word, because I was holding them boys up. So, hell, I got so much respect for anybody on DWR. So, it is what it is. And yeah, he was there. Oh God, for 10, 15 laps, he pushed me. And I was just holding on, man. That's all I could do.
Well, congratulations on a great run.
Yeah, man, thank you. I'd like to thank my team at H&L and all the guys who stuck it out with me through hard times, man. We're all kind of came back together here. We had a little falling out, but everything's come back together, and it really means a lot to race with the guys that I've been racing with for years. I just joined this team with Keith, and it's helped me a lot in late models. It's helped me a lot in everything, just far as not getting so mad about the stupid stuff or the stuff that don't matter. Just having a good time and trying to win some races. I want to thank them over at Extreme Savage and SRI, iRace Wraps, Lizard Lit Pit Lights, ML Performance, and Renegade Race Fuels. And I want to thank Carl Kilgore at Small Change Designs. He hooked me up with this wrap right before, and we went 1 for 1. We won first race out, and ran second to him. So that's a pretty good deal.
Congratulations on your second place effort, sorry, and can't wait to see you back here next week, knocking on the door of another race win.
I hope it's somewhere I like. God mighty.
Well, let's see. Where are we going? Pure stocks are going to Williams Grove, and the open stocks are going to Williams Grove.
That's awesome. That'll work. I'll take it. Last week, me and Carl both did not make the race. We both had bad nights, and we come in here and finished 1-2. I hope we made a statement. I doubt we did, but we gave it our all and got lucky. See y'all next week.
Yep, alrighty, that was the
See you,
two machine of Jamie Massey. Up next, we got a race winner here, a 121 of Carl Kilgore. You got a copy down there, Carl.
Heck yeah, man.
Man, you picked up the race win tonight and had a hell of a run in the pure stock. Well, no, you got wrecked in pure stocks, didn't you?
We still have a hell of a run. We started 13th in it, come to 5th, got in an accident,
That's
rear,
right.
come back to 5th, and got wrecked on the last lap again. So we had a hell of a run. We just didn't get the number one.
Hell of a run. You had a hell of a run on both nights tonight, except the results only showed in one. But if memory serves, I think you led wire to wire in that. That's a hell of a deal, especially when you got Jamie Massey and Blackburg and Rivas and Hackney knocking on your back bumper.
Yeah, no doubt, man. This is some of the best guys in here, and when you qualify pole, lead the whole heat race, and lead the whole feature, it's something special.
How'd those cautions pan in your favor there the last couple we had there?
I loved all of them except the last two. To go green that long, and to have a little gap between me and second, I hated to see both of those.
You got something for him, Jimmy?
Yeah, Carl, you did such a good job. You were out there and not really challenged for most of the race. When you had that super long green flag run, how worn out were you getting lap after lap after lap?
Oh man, I'm one of those guys that likes them long races, so I didn't really feel too tired. I actually like Jamie was talking about, we've run 125 lap races around this joint, and it's a blast. So to make those long ones, I love them. I hate the short ones because I suck at them.
Yep. Okay. Well, congratulations, man. That was a hell of a run.
And I appreciate it, boys. I gotta thank SRI, iRace Wraps, Lizard Lit Pit Lights, ML Performance, Renegade Fuel. Gotta thank the boys over at Extreme Savage. We made a team change Monday night, I think, and it just it's been all fun games from there.
Alrighty, man. Well, congratulations on your race win. Can't wait to see you back next week knocking on the door for another one.
Yeah, we hope so.
Alrighty, that was a 21 of Carl Kilgore. Looks like that's going to call it to a close here from the Northwest Racing Association. From everybody at the NWRA and Dirt Panda, I am Blake Depinet alongside my co-host Jimmy Neese. Until next Monday night from Williams Grove, Pennsylvania. Peace out.